All right. I don't see you laughing. I thought that was hysterical when she did that. Okay. She could keep you in suspense. She could keep you laughing, and she always nailed the punchline, no matter what it was. Me, I don't have that. I always mess up the punchline. I don't take after her in that way. But I'll tell you what, my mom would have fit in perfect. As a joke master, she would always come up with a doozy. Here's one. Boo! What? Oh, come on. Pat, don't act like you weren't scared sheetless. Duh. All right, that's another one my mom would have loved. She would definitely find the funny as the humor detector if she was a humor detector. She loved comedy and she loved comedians. Here are a few of what her favorite comedians were like. Oh my gosh, you could watch any of these shows with my mom and she would be on the floor laughing. Remember Jerry Lewis? I know some of you are way too young in this room to remember Jerry Lewis, but he was slapstick and he was hysterical, just like Lucille Ball. She loved that. Then there was the type of humor of George Carlin and Richard Pryor, real life experiences. And who would ever forget Carol Burnett and Steve, Tim Conway, and Harvey Korman? Do you remember some of those jokes? Oh my gosh, slapstick humor. Robin Williams was another one of her favorites. All of these people just amazed her and made her laugh. My mom loved humor and comedy. You know, she could challenge the best of them. It's been 20 years since my mom passed. And sometimes I just want to pick up the phone and call and say, "Hey mom, how you doing?" I want to talk to her. I miss her voice. My mom was brilliant. She knew everything about everything. Trivia was her favorite thing to talk about. I could call her up on the phone, watch a movie, say, "Mom, who played so and so in this movie?" It would take her a second and she'd know who played in the movie, who the actors were, who sang what songs, maybe even what year they were out. She was so smart. She was one of the smartest people I knew. And she would always give me good advice. Good, bad, ugly, it didn't matter. She would say it like it is. And if I needed some advice, she'd be the first one I'd call. She was my best friend. I miss so much about her. I miss her advice. I miss her knowledge. She had a plethora of information too, not just jokes. She'd be the first one to tell you, "Paula, if I were you, I wouldn't do it that way. Let me show you a better way. It'll work differently and it'll work better." I remember going shopping with her. We were at Ross and I was looking at blouses. I like this. This is really cool. Right behind me, my mom walks behind me with the exact same blouse in her hand. "Hey, Paula, how about this one for you?" We were almost like sisters. We were so close. I miss her. I miss her voice. I miss her advice. I miss her. Now, don't laugh, but here's my mom right here. I keep her in this cookie jar right on my shelf. So I have my mom with me in my house every day. Yes, mom, I love you and I miss you. And I'll tell you what, if she were here today, I'd be taking her to lunch. I'd be buying her flowers and maybe go shopping afterward because we always did that on Mother's Day. I got to spend Mother's Day with my girls. They took me to lunch and we had pedicures. No shopping, but that's okay. We all kissed my mom and told her we love her and told her we miss her. And you know what? I just want to say, Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. Wish you were here. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. I'm watching faces, and yeah, you pull it all of our hearts. We're all thinking of our moms. All right, there we go. And we do a little unique, different style of evaluation in this club. Charlotte Hand will facilitate. We have time to call on 4 different presenters. and be a nice, concise, maybe 30 seconds at the most, some feedback and support about Paula's presentation. So Charlotte, this is all turning over to you. Call out at least 4 people, which should be within our timing.
Okay, thank you very much for that guidance, Tom. The first person that I would like to call on to give a brief recommendation and what they liked is Francine Julian. Francine?
I'm the Pathways Evaluator. Please pick someone else so Paula gets more feedback.
Oh, okay. All right. How about Lee Tran?
Hi, I am just listening in. I can't show my camera. Sorry. I love Paula's story, and I wish you could show more than tell. She's telling a great story, but I would just go right into example of what her mom's like. So show us, bring it into 1 or 2 occasions that is in that situation instead of telling us. But she did a wonderful job telling about her mom, and yeah, make us all thinking about our moms. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lee Tran. We will now move on to Vivian Mongalendon. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your last name right. Vivian, do you have any praises or recommendations?
I'm not sure Vivian's still in the room.
Okay. Well, we will move on to Rajiv. Is Rajiv?
Yes.
Thank you. That was such a wonderful speech, and I really wanted to meet Paula's mom. So my recommendation here is, and this is going to be odd, maybe in one of the meetings, you become your mom and give us various flavors of her, and we would absolutely love it. Thank you.
Well, that's a very good suggestion. Thank you, Rajiv. How about some of our visitors? How about a new member, Martin Provender? Would you like to provide some comments?
Yes. I really love the vocal variety and how you supported your speech with your hand gesture. The only thing I would have liked is the visual aid that you use got really good. But if you would fine tune the first part and really get it to flow smoothly, that would enhance the speech. And that's all I got for today. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Martin. And we will wrap it up with Jen Killingsworth. Would you like to give your suggestions and comments?
Hi. I thought it was a great speech. I don't really have any comments. I was just sort of engrossed in what she was saying. And I agree with some of the other comments about sort of bringing her mother to life by, either pretending to be her or having more images in the presentation of her so we could see her and get more of a feel for who she was visually as opposed to just speaking it.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll now turn control of the meeting back to Tom Hobbs.
Tom,
Thank
is
you.
my mic working now? Is my mic finally working now?
Vivian, yes, you are.